It's the NFL on EA Sports. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Raiders and the Barons on Sunday night.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the... And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Lucas, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Elliott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now. Way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's going the other way. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So a mistake there the first time that they touched the football. And now CD on the other side. What an opportunity.
A great opportunity because, remember, they went right down the field on the opening drive and got 3. And I think they're probably a little disappointed in just getting the 3 on the board. But here they have another opportunity to try and go up 10-0.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Barons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 93 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in the running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off play action. Elliott.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
To throw on second down, Elliott. And this is going to be intercepted.
Elliott's pass intercepted. They'll take over first down 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over first and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Throw left side complete. That's Shepard.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and
On
2.
third and 2, Elliott. And this is going to be incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with third and 11. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's Madden NFL 23. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' leader at quarterback. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Raiders and the Barons on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to... And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Throwing on first down, Elliott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Elliott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Elliott. And that is incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Tell you what, partner, he might just be a rookie, but he certainly looks the part of a veteran NFL starter, and he carries himself like one leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he is advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's a fumble. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
back to throw again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, Elliott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Lucas. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Off the play fake, Elliott. He finds his man, complete. That's Shepard. And he's out right at the 25. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
On first down, Lucas shifts by him. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 93 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best, make them adjust to them, make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
To throw on second down, Elliott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off play action, Elliott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he comes back with one complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lucas. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Elliott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And it is good. That one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. The punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take it over.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A gain of 12. And the Brooklyn first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. This is caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Elliott. He finds his man, complete. It's McGee. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Elliott.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Confidence in his line wants to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Off play action. Elliott. And he'll just get rid of it. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw. Elliott. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That's taken on the 25. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
40-yard line.
Second and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you told me before, it's great to be an athlete. A lot of great athletes out there. It's good to have instincts, and he has those.
I would take those above athleticism in a lot of cases, because if you know where the ball's going before anyone else can get there and block you, you can make up for lack of athleticism by being in the right spot at the right time.
And took him down in the backfield with those instincts. Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his 1st year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
And his kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And he returns this to the 22. The Raiders now set to get the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete.
The Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I think this will win very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. They'll set up to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. It came through the big-time pick 6.
Now for the point after. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They run a draw here on second down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Elliott. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Elliott.
He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lucas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Todd.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down. Elliott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this is going to remain a 1-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, There has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
The pass on first down. Complete to number 86. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Elliott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Elliott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.